Hi everyone, I'm Jim Pass, and the talk on everyone's mouth is the newly released Pokemon game, Pokemon Pokopia, a life simulator developed by Game Freak in collaboration with Koei Tecmo, a developer company that in the recent years has helped Nintendo a lot with their games, specifically in collaborations. This game was released on March 5th, 2026. So, how is it? In one word, great. In 3 words, really fucking great. In 960 words, Pokémon Pokopia for me feels the need of a new Animal Crossing game, which is weird because if I'm being honest, the game didn't catch my attention in the first place. I saw the trailers, I saw a presentation, and I was like, meh. It was in the trailer of Pokémon Day that seeing it almost completely made me think, maybe this isn't so bad after all, and it came out and I wasn't aware. It was until the game started appearing on my timeline that I knew it came out, and I bought it, digitally, because the game is sold out. Well, at least where I'm from. I'm incapable of easily finding the game, and even if I found it, I'm not a big fan of game keycards. Like, I understand why it exists, but I still haven't found the game for me to understand or justify it being in that type of cartridge. I know that a lot of these games use it because of read speeds, which apparently the normal cards are very slow at, so for demanding games it is beneficial to have the dependency of the internal memory or SD card. Even then, I think if I would buy a game keycard, it would be for the Resident Evil franchise. But that's enough of a tangent. It's time for me to talk about the game itself. The game, as I said before, is a life simulator. You play as a Ditto. For reasons I'll talk about later, you mimic the appearance of a human. You found a different Pokemons and a few select ones give you extra abilities, like you found a squirrel and the little guy gives you the ability to use water gun, and so you can use the ability to water your surrounding areas, because the whole area is deserted. And while giving life to this place, you encounter new Pokemons, make them homes and do more chores, which is basically the whole cycle of the game. It has a real time and day-night cycle that isn't really bothersome because from what I have played, there aren't stuff timed to a specific time, which is great. It has a crafting mechanic, which is pretty simple. It's similar to the crafting mechanic in Animal Crossing. The movements feel fine and the way the abilities work feels very natural to your character. An important part of these games are requests that you do to advance the story. They are mostly just chores to do, which aren't bothersome and gives you stuff to do. With different daily and normal challenges, you can earn coins to buy different stuff from furniture, flora, and recipes. A great way to incentivize this 1 hour a day gameplay, which I believe it's perfect for this game and the intended way to do so. So I told you all about the gameplay, but a good gameplay is only going to be fully appreciated if it has good graphics. And this game has it. It's not ultra realistic, which is great. I don't think anyone wants to play these types of games in a realistic environment. The game is cute, and so the graphics on this game are cute, very cartoony and very comfortable. It makes the game feel very welcoming to anyone willing to play it, coupled with a great performance thanks to the new hardware that makes the experience untroublesome. I'm a big fan of stylish graphics. I believe it's what ages best, and for life simulators, a cute style is always a plus. Hi! We're halfway through the video. If you're liking it, be sure to show it by giving it a like. Also, comment if you have anything to say or if you have a recommendation for me to cover. And don't forget to subscribe and click on notifications so you don't miss when I upload something. Thank you, and let's continue. I'll try talking about the story without spoilers. I'll limit myself to just talking about what has been shown on trailers. So basically, you're a Ditto that once had a human trainer, but now it's nowhere to be seen. You find Professor Tangrowth and together find the remnants of a now abandoned town. Also, you find other Pokemon and together you work together to reconstruct this now wasteland. That's the smallest hypnosis I can give the game, and even then I think it's really cool. So there's no humans, so I believe, a non-spoiler opinion, that something like an apocalypse happened, but the Pokemon stay for whatever reason. I believe this is a good justification as to why the game is happening, which is what any story is supposed to be. I'm more of a gameplay first, story second kind of guy. You can have the best story in the world, but if it's shitty to play, I'll prefer to see the HBO series you'll put out 10 years later. I liked it. Moving on. This game is great. I genuinely really liked it. It's really fun and it's the perfect game for when you're drinking coffee in the morning and just want to relax. If you don't have a Nintendo Switch 2 yet, I assure you, this game justifies the console. You will have the time of your life playing this, and I will say that this is a must play for the system. If you don't like Pokemon, you will still like this game because it's not like any other Pokemon games. I strongly advise anyone with a pulse to at least try this game because it's really good. I totally recommend it. And before I give a score, I want to emphasize that this is just my first impressions of the game. And if one day I give it a full review, its scores may go up or down, but overall it will be more specific. But for today, I give Pokémon Pokopia a solid B, or at 8 out of 10. Thank you so much for watching, and see you all later.
Thank you for getting to the end. If you liked this video, please give a like, subscribe, and feel free to tell us what else we should talk about down in the comments below, or leave your suggestions on the email address displayed on screen.